There was once a young girl named Aisha who had a habit that was slowly stealing her happiness. She compared herself to everyone. When she opened social media, she compared her life to influencers who seemed perfect. When she met her cousins, she compared her achievements. When she walked into college, she compared her confidence, her clothes, her grades, her smile. Comparison had become her daily routine, and she didn't even realize it. Every morning, she would wake up and promise herself to feel confident. But within minutes, she would scroll through her phone and see someone else doing better, someone traveling, someone graduating, someone earning more, someone looking more beautiful, someone getting married, someone starting a business. And slowly, silently, a voice would whisper inside her, "You're behind." At first, it was just a small thought, but over time, that thought became her belief. She started measuring her worth based on other people's timelines. If someone her age was earning more, she felt like a failure. If someone her age looked happier, she felt incomplete. If someone her age achieved something big, she felt small. And the worst part? No one told her to compete. She created the race in her own mind. One day, Aisha attended a family gathering. Her aunt smiled and said, "Your cousin just got a job in a multinational company." Everyone clapped. Her mother looked at her with hopeful eyes. "What about you?" That simple question felt like a knife. Aisha forced a smile. "I'm trying," but inside she was collapsing. That night, she sat alone in her room and stared at the ceiling. Why am I not good enough? She replayed every mistake, every delay, every rejection. She forgot one important thing. She was walking her own path, but she couldn't see it anymore because she was too busy looking at everyone else's road. Days passed, weeks passed, and the more she compared, the less she believed in herself. She stopped celebrating her small wins. She stopped noticing her progress. She stopped trusting her journey. Instead, she kept asking, "Why not me?" One afternoon, she went to a park to clear her mind. She sat on a bench and watched people walking. An old man was feeding birds. A little child was learning how to ride a bicycle. A woman was jogging at her own pace. No one was competing. No one was racing. Everyone was simply moving at their own speed, and for the first time, something clicked. She noticed the child falling again and again while learning to ride. The child didn't look at other children and say, "They can ride better than me?" He just tried again. He laughed. He kept going. The old man feeding birds wasn't trying to impress anyone. He was simply enjoying the moment. The jogger wasn't sprinting to prove anything. She was running her own rhythm. Aisha realized something powerful. Nature doesn't compare. The sun doesn't compete with the moon. The ocean doesn't compare itself to the sky. Flowers don't fight to bloom first. They bloom when it's their time. And yet humans compare every second. That day, she asked herself a different question. Instead of, "Why am I behind?" she asked, "Behind whom? Who decided the timeline? Who created the checklist? Who said that success must look the same for everyone?" No one. It was all an illusion, a trap, a race without a finish line. From that day, Aisha decided to try something new. She unfollowed accounts that made her feel small. She started writing down her own goals, not society's goals, not her cousins'. Her goals, she wrote, "I want peace. I want growth. I want confidence. I want to discover what I'm good at." Slowly, she began focusing on herself. When someone achieved something, she practiced saying, "Good for them." And then she would ask, "What can I do today to improve my own life?" Instead of scrolling for hours, she started reading. Instead of complaining, she started learning. Instead of comparing, she started building. It wasn't easy. Comparison is addictive. But every time the old voice returned, she reminded herself, "You are not late. You are not behind. You are on your own timeline." Months passed, and something changed, not outside. Inside. She felt lighter, more confident, not because she had achieved everything, but because she had stopped competing with everyone. One day, another cousin announced a big achievement. This time, Aisha clapped genuinely. There was no jealousy, no pain, just peace, because she finally understood. Someone else's success does not reduce your worth. Life is not a competition. It's a journey of becoming, and you cannot become yourself if you're busy trying to be someone else. She realized something else too. The people she was comparing herself to, they had their own struggles. The smiling photos didn't show the stress. The achievements didn't show the sacrifices. The confidence didn't show the fears. Comparison shows you the highlight reel, but you compare it with your behind the scenes. And that is unfair. Very unfair. Years later, Aisha looked back and smiled. The moment she stopped comparing was the moment she started growing. She discovered talents she didn't know she had. She built skills at her own pace. She created a life that felt authentic, not perfect, but real. And that is more powerful than perfection. So if you are listening to this and you feel like you are behind, pause. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, behind whom? Your journey is different. Your struggles are different. Your strengths are different. Your timing is different. Stop measuring your life with someone else's ruler. A fish will always feel stupid if it tries to climb a tree. But in water, it becomes unstoppable. You are not less. You are just different. And different is powerful. The moment you stop comparing, you start appreciating. The moment you stop competing, you start creating. The moment you stop doubting, you start believing. Remember this, you were not born to copy someone's story. You were born to write your own, and your story is still being written, so stop comparing, start growing, stop doubting, start building, stop chasing someone else's timeline. Start respecting your own, because your real worth was never meant to be compared. It was meant to be discovered.